Hi, for my biofuel, I chose biodiesel. Biodiesel is a renewable, degradable fuel. It was invented by Rudolf Diesel, and he invented it by experimenting with vegetable oil in his engines and invented biodiesel. The fuel that we know today is made out of vegetable oil and animal fats, primarily. It is grown and produced from vegetable oils, animal fats, yellow grease, or used cooking oils. It is produced by a process called transesterification, which converts fats and oils into biodiesel and glycerin. Around 100 pounds of fat or oil are reacted with 10 pounds of a short chain alcohol, typically ethanol, in the presence of a catalyst to produce 100 pounds of biodiesel and 10 pounds of glycerin. Biodiesel was one of the first biofuels, so it already has a steady place in the market. Production is declining recently due to the gaining usage of renewable diesel. As of January 2023, biodiesel production is around 2.1 billion gallons. It is widely available because it has moved past the research and development stage. The use of biodiesel in diesel engines reduces emissions of pollutants that would negatively impact our overall air quality. Biodiesel also lowers greenhouse gas emissions due to its carbon dioxide emissions being offset by the carbon dioxide used by growing what makes biodiesel. Biodiesel lowers carbon dioxide emissions by around 75% compared to traditional diesel. All of this data is from 2022. It had an economic impact of $23.2 billion. It created 75,200 jobs. It paid $3.6 billion in annual wages in the United States. The biodiesel sector is the largest economic benefactor in the farming, oil seed processing, and fuel production industries. Switching to biodiesel could save over $7.5 billion in healthcare costs per year. And then this is a graph detailing the production, exports, and consumption of biodiesel across over the past 22 years, starting in 2000 and ending in 2022. There are plenty of articles detailing what biodiesel is, and a quick Google search can answer any questions you may have about the biofuel. There are government incentives that push people towards making the switch, including the biodiesel income tax credit. Biodiesel is safe to mix with petroleum diesel, so some people might feel more inclined to switch even a little percentage of their fuel, like a B20 engine, to biodiesel, knowing that they still have their trusted petroleum. It is available in all 50 states with over 600 fueling locations. You just have to look at the alternative fueling station locator to find a location near you. I believe that there are plenty of reasons to make the switch, if not for you, then for the environment. An issue that people might have, however, is the cost and the scarcity of the product, sorry. It is more expensive than a traditional fuel, and it is a bit harder to come by. A green light for biodiesel is that it reduces greenhouse gases and uses natural products that you can find in your household to create fuel. If cost was a non-issue, I would find a way to reduce the nitrogen oxide emissions, install a biodiesel pump at around half of the nation's gas stations, and then mandate certain engines or certain vehicles like trucks, large 18-wheelers, things like that, to have a B20 engine, which is 20% biodiesel and 80% petroleum diesel. And then these are my citations. Thank you.